Me did Yanyante Chua, and maybe I'm discovered for you, Pakuma Busia for Ghana. No, me used to tap send. Tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Aye easy, aye convenient, aye fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover aye map him. Tap send. Intienne, also download the tap send app no ever mobile phone so free. Nefesi kakomu abusuya for Ghana for na. Tap send. Papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Put sugar level for check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Now, our very last topic is something we observed from Kumasi, Brian, Shatta Wale, and the team, called Sacrum Invasion, powered by Lawson Herbal Center. Now, you say, Ebra Shatta Wale edru eye Kumasi. Odoa Kumasi for editre no. The fact say enipa dodo na obia person hu Shatta Wale. It means that omodon, omopenasem. But we are looking at our industry where Shatta Wale is the bad boy. Like in the industry, Shatta Wale is the bad boy. Of course, on your mouth or your radio presenters, on your munya sema, or your no colleagues, on your munya sema, or new way kunha, all put together. But on the street, the laugh he gets is so overwhelming. You must be confused kakani bisa say, Saina yebe combine two no. He's an industry bad boy, but he's loved on the street. How is this happening? Let me take you to Kumasi. Ebra osi call Chrome and I'll call media rounds any performance. So that share videos thing now more time Odru call ni hotel. Dear chin call media rounds kofa Chrome kakra ko chiachia ninuanum na for more Kumasi on the streets and after the show itself at the Rattray Park. Let's watch the video film. But maybe some for say, how do we look at the two? At some level, he's the bad boy. At some level, he's loved. How is this guy being two persons in one body? Let's watch it. I'll be right back.
If you didn't know, then now you for know. Sammy Flex TV, we be the best. If you didn't know, now you for know. Sammy Flex TV, we be the best. Celebrity interview, we be the best. Public relations, we be the best. Online promotion, we be the best. And live streaming, we be the best.
Chalet, this be Sammy Flex TV. For entertainment, this be the best TV. The whole of GH, town and village, we bring you the best sound in the.
Alright, so that was Shatta Wale in Kumasi, and of course, he called us as media people to be part of this particular tour. Now, my main call, my partner, whilst we are talking, nothing that about me, I share show and Kasanso, Sene call Rattray Park. Of course, we were there and we saw a good number of people. The turnout was very, very good. And nipa by pa, nipa bebre, a team by Omoton ticket good. Sikande neye organizers no me gidi some beti omoka. It was very, very good. Now, ye din komo bi say over industry ni ma en komo dodo na be place Shatta Wale as the bad boy. And now oni media for kontokwa, oni ne nkofo bifi, oni ne yesi, thinking that okay bi mpo amon from penasem. But opia ye nam Kumasi BZ nails kejeti yawo. Emrewa enkwakora enkwara like obia jane ne ma oton eba be dimri ke ba be Shatta Wale. Osha eye abansro ne so a on Nam Street is not Banstron, so everything there ceased. Like the period we were there, no, I did be a Kosovo area marketing activities be a CZ. Or two scanny put an ISM. And Merewa more from Ska. I told them you could be a mobile. There's a car ya for Nipanas crab still. A bit Tom who he face you. Be just by this time came.
Bro, Brian, son, I didn't want,
but still. Oh, Papa. What's it? Mamma no started. Sandy a bit me a Casami anywhere boom. Oba industry, remember he's a bad boy, but on the street he's loved.
Oh, that's I mean. Bad boy in the and saying the it's a tag that, you know, how do we put it? It's the way people
boy does
want to see it. It's the way people will like to see it. Shatta Wale is for the streets. The people who classify him as a bad boy and because of that may not like him, no. They are not at where Shatta Wale is right now. And this day, what day was this?
Saturday.
It was a Saturday. Good. Oko Street, Osha Omo ya. That's Osha Omo ya. Okay. They are the normal people who say every country behind you lower. The middle class and then the upper class. Upper class, they make a crazy middle class, net dorsum. Now, lower, no, so the Ghana, the lower, no, a dorsum, baby. Mostly the conversation is driven by the middle class.
Okay.
So the middle class is always on social media driving conversation. You get it. So middle class can even classify you as a bad boy.
Okay.
But then the streets, no, and it a bit lower, no. And yes, not to denigrate them or to disrespect.
Yeah, no, I get it.
But in terms of the social class,
strata, yeah,
the social strata of the country, the people who love Shatta Wale, no, yes, Shatta has some higher upper class and then some middle class people who love Shatta Wale. But you and I will agree that majority of the people who love
the lower class
are a bit
in the lower class,
lower than the middle class, and they love him.
So I'm kind of doors, lower for the doors. Yes,
that's what I mean. They love him on the street. The issue is in every country, everywhere you go, in fact, every history has it that people actually, people love people who speak against establishment. When we talk of establishment, we're talking of government. We're talking about rich people in society. We're talking about people who are like who decide people's fate. People love it when people stand up against. Osha will be standing up against. The establishment, like the government, be onya people to actually, you know, like him. And Shatta has been the one who always seems to be speaking for the downtrodden. Shatta speaks for the ordinary Ghanaians. He is able to do that. You understand? So Shatta has been able to command some kind of love. I said here some time ago that Shatta Wale's love on the street transcends music.
Yeah,
goes beyond Nyanenyomiede. It is more of a personality. It is someone who can forget about his wealth and his riches and everything and come and be with you. And be with you. He has that charisma. He has that charisma. You know, Ghanaians loved Papa J. Yeah. Because Papa J was the kind of person who at the point could step into the gutter and clean the gutter with you. At the time, stand on the street and direct traffic. Yeah. At the time, weed with people, work with people. So people always like people who are with them. You get it. Even though they know that you are at a better pedestal than them, you come to their level and then you be with them. So his tag as a bad boy may be the tag that the middle upper class people refer to him. They are those people who normally drive conversations on social media and then in the news media.
And they are the head of institutions that he might be speaking against.
They speak and we hear them on our normal media, platforms. So it will look, if you look only at the media platform, you to look as if he's a bad boy. But those on the street don't see him as a bad boy. They see him as a hero. They see him as someone who was with them and then came out of there and became Shatta Wale. And he inspires people. You understand? So those people who look up to him will always be inspired by Shatta Wale. Marrying the two, that's how it is. That's how it is. If you're an artist or you are a personality and you place yourself a bit on the upper side, it is difficult for you to get the people down there or who seem to be down there to be, you know, in resonance with you. They can't find that thing. The connection may not be there. You know, if you look at the kind of people who love, let's say, Manifest. People love Manifest. But already people have this mentality that Manifest is from a rich home. You get it? Manifest father is rich. And a couple of workers here. And Ghana for a bimu jasadian, you know, a couple of food do. So, you know, and I don't blame Ghanaians. Everybody likes to, you know, associate with who they feel is more like them. More like them. That's how it is. It's to some people, this statement of Shatta is a bad boy. It doesn't apply to them at all. They don't see him as a bad boy. To some people, he is an angel. To some of them, he is a hero. To some people, he's that guy that they all look up to and one day want to be like him.
I see. Thank you. Roland, kasa na mintie kodwana fe enfa course na ensema ya kana manfo nso enchira o madwin. Yes.
I remember Dr. Lawson and Nejuma for Abaso. That was this great initiative. I think so my idea. And big ups to Shatta Wale and Medikal. I think if there is one thing that we can learn from it, has to do with collaboration. You know, always man talks about the fact that yes, a draw non kwa and non kwa betimi afre, your friend or betimi akobo any ade. But collaborating with other artists like his colleague Medikal shows such strength na sisi abano. And they look at the kind of shows that they are doing. To the extent that somebody wants to do an activation and knows okay, semi free Medikal. Na Medikal crack and what the possibility say menya Shatta Wale no high. Me fresh Shatta Wale the possibility say Medikal crack and menya Medikal no high. Other than that, and can normally nka o fa. Obeka say me fresh Shatta Wale pe at the end of the day, me sa ko ye bi ma just say me sa ko fa Medikal so separately. And this will bring a higher cost than a relatively cheaper cost as enka. Omo collaborate na unya we at least both say throughout. Yes, 2023. Look at how many shows so far Shatta Wale abo. And these are all even shows in Ghana. Already outside bookings and buy. Outside bookings in Yamai. And these are shows that even from January to February. And with about 3 trips already. And it looks good. Shatta Wale the personality, as in the question that you asked, he has that bad boy tags, but on the streets, you know, a man for whom as a hero. I think he's developed that politician tactics. That is what is working for Shatta Wale.
Okay.
You know, politicians, one of the institutions, and Uncle Fokua, Omodi Mboni will be a politicians. Oh, like the Satan tag. We born some free on our percent in India more before Friday. The next go for Kuebe point more politicians. Yet let them take even a stroll on the streets right now. And especially during election time. They know the people. They know where to pinch. They know where to press. And that is what Shatta Wale does. There are places that he can go solemnly quiet and just stay there. And there are places that Shatta Wale can from north to south. Everybody will hear about him. It is like that. I think it is just about developing some politician tactics. That is what I will call it. Okay. Because yes, the politician who would deem Bonia, or not himself would deem Bonia. But the politician also knows, the people always would want to find something or somebody that they can connect with. Okay. Which is why election time, and fan also beba no ni be ofufu. And fan also be o she loto kios bukro beba beda hobi ni wadidi. And that is one thing that they can find in Shatta. We say, but Adam Kalibu.
Oh yeah, I know you.
And that is
election. No can be.
And that is one thing that these people can find in Shatta Wale. In his speech, in his music, whatever he does, he makes sure this guy is saying, yes, he's saying my story. Okay. He describes, even though Shatta Wale lives in East Lagos, or Saturday before for the view and also. But then, whenever he's even singing, say ye Ghana, say ya Bruchlo, you still see him mentioning Kaswa, Madina, Wang, Zongo, Nima. And so these people even have that feel. They say, oh, he may be far away. Even in social status, we're free, but still,
he's with us.
He's with us. And that's one thing that is still keeping him going. So, if there are huge scholars in this country, this is the time I was saying they should get close to some of these personalities like Shatta Wale, Stonebwoy, Mo, people who can command some of these love and following on the street. Because they are the best people to tell sad stories on Betimia documenting and there are future generations of Betimia on how to gather some of these things.
Nice one. Kojo, finally, now in your name, Pacho, Mamintio.
May article.
Okay.
I say the irony of the bad but loved Ghanaian musician.
I love the head narrative. The irony of the bad but loved Ghanaian musician.
And we are fortunate to say we are closer.
I love the article of the headline.
Exactly.
It means when the bed.
Yeah, Ben Kakra, we are seeing some of these happenings, which is a learning curve. Me as a new artist, I'm learning a lot from.
As what?
A-list artist. No, Sammy is new. Sammy is new.
As an A-list artist.
Sammy is upcoming. He's new.
Kojo continue as an A-list artist.
Yes, as an A-list artist, I'm learning a lot from my colleague.
Okay.
Yes, and share narrative, no. Now, Oko Street in this one. In fact, you ask yourself questions that this is supposed to be somebody needing because most about you say news about him be our internet so cry now Google near a lot of negative stuff. But when it's on the street and Kumasi, a man who see the near car need the name Mrewano or he no be actually no just say Ebibaka say be a sikana opportunity. No. People just wanted to see him. Because Omo Masala when the question is and when you see the expression on their faces, you could see that no, they love him genuinely, and that is so great. And this has been consistent. And yes, be a happy, and he has worked for it. He has really worked for it. Obakaya, Oba, from Bandana to Shatta Wale, this is how he started. Started gathering the masses on the street with a consistent message. And what me say by far, and they, I don't know, one of the artists from the camps still consistently gives credit to the fan base.
Yeah.
Most of them are stopping. Who call the other nations near other.
I think Sarkodie also does it.
Oh yes. And I'm gonna say most of them no.
Yeah.
And to say the Shatta anytime baby would be Shatta movement. Shatta movement. My fans without you munyo be I'm gonna make me the be or the try I don't know the try media and employer.
Yeah.
And even how about life anyone be related all these things contributed in how they be opia or nyasa reception. And mania say, or no montem a quine one. Because of bad life, or but so low to their level, or was street mo, a bit or crying, yes, or co fruit, but whom by be with me, Jina, echo interactive, any other day. It's all these things contribute to how people love him on the street. And one thing I am a day one and the communication skills.
Yeah.
That time I monitoring interviews be brave. On your platform so no free wa. And I saw Okasawia course neighbor. When ya about 5 people, I'm Babeka say, oh, na me mpesha tawala asem. But after an interview, my say onye nipa boni. You call to me a lot of course. Obi to me first. Oh, na me dem dwane pa but the view okasa oh your friend is or stress and one master that side no onim say social media is different from real media be our TV so and answer over a radio so to obetna social media onim niam obetna TV so a interview so onim how opposition or I can say he's enigmatic like you can't understand him when so ye hot no or ye so ye cold or ye utimi position ho in every asset now with brands are pese promote on products as in exposure and as introduce you to people because the real man is a new product. Shatta Wale stands as an artist with that brand equity because when you go on the street, like you're passing through township, you know, remember I said product, you know, what because of you say a day and cost near cast the real man activation because of the crowd that by to even go to the concert. Kumasi was paid for 50 and I think 100 or so. And Nipa a tow ticket. Ebabeshe mucho say where will be a otona eto. Okay. Everything about Shatta Wale so far he's doing things right and we just pray say abekoswana wetimi akipu senior or handle on the home in other aspects senior all the time he will keep winning.